I've seen some bad project management in my time, but the BC budget 2026 is proof that evolution can occasionally go into reverse. We are not just in a hole, we're digging a $19 billion grave for the provincial economy. I mean, what in the fuck are these people thinking? Holy smokes. Let's look at some numbers here, folks. Okay, let's compare 2021 to this year. Operating expenses are up by 39%. Revenues up by 18. So operating expenses are double the increase of revenues. Taxpayer supported debt up 129%. No, that's not 29% or 5%. That's double plus 30%. Interest costs, servicing interest, debt servicing, up 172 motherfucking percent. In what world would you ever have a business where costs grow twice as fast as your revenue and think you're winning? Securing BC's future? How about securing BC's demise? Let's give our heads a shake. Now, let's go back. In 2021, BC had a credit rating, a AAA credit rating. Over the last 4 years, we've been downgraded 4 times. We're now single A. And from what I understand, we are now rated A+ negative, putting us in the same league as Newfoundland and Labrador. Like, we no longer have a BC advantage, yet we have some of the most robust resources, some of the best industries here, but this godforsaken government just cannot get the fuck out of the way and let business do business. Come on, like, let's wake up here, people. Okay, now, the taxes on everything shell game. The government claims that they're protecting families, but then they're putting $4.3 billion in net new taxes out of our pockets over 3 years. These absolute shit turds are saying, oh, we're going to increase the PST in these different areas, 2 of which are directly related to construction. So if we are so concerned about delivering affordable housing to the constituents and the people of this province, why and how in the fuck does it make sense to increase the cost of architectural fees and engineering fees? Please, somebody tell me, on what planet does this fucking make sense if we're trying to get housing more affordable so we can get more families living into homes? The indexation freeze. They've paused the inflation indexation on tax brackets. So as your wages go up with inflation, you get pushed into the higher bracket automatically. That's a big one. Let's talk about that one more time. They have paused the inflation indexation of tax brackets. So as you start to make more money, you're going to get pushed into the higher tax bracket without even knowing that it's happened. The wages at the tax breaks or the tax slots are going to stay stable. They're not going to increase with inflation like they used to. And then they've raised the lowest PIT rate from 5.06 to 5.6. So like, you tell me how this is helping families. Like, give me a godforsaken break. Holy smokes. Okay, now public versus private sector. We in Canada, and people are talking about it more and more and more, but we have a massive productivity collapse. Public sector employment is up 40% since 2019. Public sector does not do fuck all for the goddamn economy, okay? There is nothing that government does that increases productivity. Not a single solitary thing. There is nothing that government does more efficiently than private enterprise. Nothing. Not one thing. Not once, not ever, nothing. Yet we have 40% more folks working in the public sector. Private sector employment, as a comparison, is up by only 6%. I don't know how we accept this as being okay, folks. Now, let's talk about the black box of waste. The contingencies have ballooned from $550 million in 2018 to a $5 billion slush fucking fund this year. Contingency, $5 billion contingency. Not earmarked for anything, but just they can spend it on whatever they want. 5.1% of all operating expenses sitting in an unassigned slush fund for uncertain matters. That is what that is. $5 billion. is 5.1% of all operating expenses. That's like me asking a client for a 5% trust me fee on a multi-million-dollar build with 0 line items. You just give me 5%. I'm going to spend it on your project, I promise. We are in a dire time here in BC. We're losing 50 to 70,000 people a year to other provinces. Talent is leaving because BC is becoming a hospital with a province attached. We're not getting productivity up. We cannot be okay with a $13 billion debt, or deficit rather. That cannot be okay. 19 billion if you include capital expenses. I can't even, I just don't know what to say, folks. But if you are truly concerned about how to feed your family and how we're going to get housing more affordable, I can tell you right here and now, this is not how it will get done. Free up private enterprise. Allow businesses to conduct businesses. Encourage it. Reward it. Folks like me are all too excited to employ people and give them meaningful and wonderful jobs, right? There's no shortage of guys that are out there and gals that are out there wanting to start up their own enterprise, but they start going down the road of building a business or getting a business started. I mean, I wouldn't want to get started creating a business today. The red tape and the hoops that you have to jump through, it's out of fucking control. But good Lord in heaven, folks, a $19 billion deficit this year. 1 year, provincially. It's time for us to wake up and take this province back under control. Please, please email your MLA and express your disgust at this wasteful budget, please. Thanks for watching.